Danielle Diwa. And at number 21, Ray Taneo. Libero, number 10, Corporal John Kenneth Biking. Head coach, Sergeant Melvin Carolino. Calling on our VNS 1, Alicia Griffins. Team captain wears jersey number 13, John Benedict San Andres. At number 2, Ronier Adviento. Wearing jersey number 6, Kim Malabunga. At number 10, Uriel Mendoza. Number 14, Esmilzo Polvorosa. And number 16, Kevin Montemayor. Libero, number 4, John Joshua Cruz. Head coach, Mr. Ralph Raymond Ocampo. This is a crucial match in the preliminary round, match number 20.
Your starters for Army Katinko, Mads Campo, Chilo Labide, Tonix Ores, Oso Rojas, Daniel Diwa, Ray Taneo. And their libero will be King by King. Very experienced crew, a lot of experience playing alongside each other. Also, Malabunga, Mendoza, San Andres, Polvorosa, Montemayor with Adviento and Owa Cruz will open things up for VNS 1 Alicia. As we thank you again for joining us on One Sports, we thank everyone watching inside the Paco Arena. And things will only heat up from here on out. Another good matchup later on today as we get things going here in the first set. San Andres serving for VNS 1 Alicia.
Well, if you look at the starters of both teams, pretty much what they're used to, and why not? You know, everything is at stake, especially for Army, because if VNS loses, they still have one more game, right? But Army, if they lose, it's they go home, right?
Auspicious start for the Army troopers. Yun yung gusto mo start, eh, no? Good receive, good set, first point immediately, but Malabunga on the other side saying, oh, this is going to be fun.
Don't forget about me. I'm 100% now. I may have gone down a bit this tournament early with an injury, but does that look like somebody who's injured?
Nope. Tweaked his ankle early in our elimination round. Oh, yeah, tumama dun sa net. Yung one-handed set nitong si Ray Taneo. That's an early violation against the Army troopers.
And that's one thing they have to check. Talking about Army, their first pass has to be on point. I mean, Taneo tried to do what he could, but the net was just not forgiving.
Yun yung masakit eh. It would be listed down as an error on Ray Taneo. But to be honest, the error was in the reception. Dun sa first ball yung mali, di ba? Sinubukan niyang kasagipin, kaya mapupunta sa kanya. But now we're all deadlocked once again at 2 apiece. And you just have a feeling that this will be the theme of this entire matchup. Dikitan lang itong laban na to.
And you know, even if VNS is ahead by 1 game, we have to say Army actually just came from a win. So that should be a morale-boosting win, which they're going to bring in into today's game.
This is Diwa now serving.
Good pass. Ooh. He wants us to talk about him, right? Kim Malabunga. And why not? I mean, that's a great game plan. If they can pass well, they can take advantage of Kim Malabunga when he's in the front.
2 of the 3 points ng VNS 1 Alicia delivered by Kim Malabunga. That cross court sails wide against Rojas.
Right, trying to go for that cross court angle. Just missed the line there. Again, errors. You know, we're just at 4-2, but we already saw 2 errors coming from Army.
That's out. First service error of the matchup against Malabunga. As he temporarily exits in favor of their libero Cruz. 4-3 VNS.
Well, if Kim Malabunga's at the back, really, they also have to get Adviento more involved, you know. I said earlier in the pregame, the setters really need to work double time because both teams are good blocking teams. So number 1, of course, coverage, but it's really up to the setter on how to design their plays as to elude the blockers.
So Polvorosa has already activated Malabunga. Let's see what he can do to help out Adviento. The rest of the squad here in the first set. Really good serve.
Yeah.
But that's a decent first ball.
They called somebody touch the net on VNS's side, but either way, that was a point for Army.
Call it what you would.
Oof.
Another service error just wide against Mats Gampong.
But you know, really, can you imagine Mads Gampong? We know him from Air Force, from NU, as a prolific scorer. But that last game, when they won, when they beat Santa Rosa in 5 sets, he had 7 blocks. I mean, obviously, his game has evolved. He included defense.
Also, adjustment to what the team needs from him as San Andres.
Oh,
Sent back there. One more try. No touch. That is out. As the Army will pull one back.
what great dig by Army there, keeping that ball alive and actually kind of forcing San Andres to commit that hitting error.
Second one going wide against San Andres. As Torres now serving for Army Katinko.
Good serve.
Soft touch. San Andres sends it up. That's not over.
Wasted opportunity there, but you like the way Ish is getting everyone involved, right? Not just going to San Andres, also going to Adviento. But they just have to obviously make the necessary adjustments after that error.
Kanina kay Malabunga scoring yung mga ganong opportunities, no? It's up to Adviento right now to try and do the same.
For Kim Malabunga, taas mo lang.
It helps out. But again, being the great setter that Ish Polvorosa is, goes right back to Adviento. Give him the opportunity to make up for that mistake.
And more is really the confidence. You know, Adviento, you committed an error, but here, come on, make up for that.
Ooh, it's a rocket.
Wow.
Coming from Benchailo Labide.
Oh. I was looking at Ish Polvorosa kind of limping a bit. Maybe he stepped on Labide's foot or something, but he shakes it off.
Good set. Coming from Retaneo. As they're all tied up now at 7 apiece. San Andres. Blocked. Ooh, great effort on the dig! Maubusan lang ng tao who could have sent that across as we head into our first technical timeout. 8-7, a tight matchup as we open this game between Army and VNS.
Laban tayo. Ganapan natin. Smash. Go lang.
Ito sila nga, puro ito muna pinapapagay. Sige.
Let's go.
Okay, habol ko na. Si Yoyong targetin niyo, si Yoyong. Basta pantayan pa rin natin siya. Let's go, Army!
Katinko!
Yes, a very crucial match for the Army Katinko Troopers, and let me tell you this, their mindset for today is no mercy. Now, they've had tune-up games coming to this game to practice their chemistry and collective team effort, which they lacked in the past few games. And head coach Melvin Carolino does not want the team to rely on key players, but to spread out. Now, one key player, Mads Gampong, mentioned to me that he was actually supposed to be absent in this game because he was supposed to leave 2 days ago to Tawi-Tawi, but he really wanted to stay for this crucial match to help his teammates out. Back to you guys.
Sabi nga niya kanina dun sa VTR, no, at the start, sabi niya, last game ko na to dito sa Army. Tapos na tayo tumingin. Nandito naman siya, di ba? Nandito naman. He's here. And he wants to help Army progress deeper into the competition. San Andres with a service ace.
Yeah, great serve there. But yeah, you know what Mads Kampong really adds to this team is the spunk. I mean, we saw when he joined the team, when he entered, I mean, you can see the character obviously has changed, you know, a little bit more attitude for Army.
Yung winner's mentality, no, nitong si Mads Kampong.
On cue.
Uh-huh. We were just talking about you, mister.
Yeah.
Now he shows off what he can deliver from the pipe, catching the corner.
And that's how lethal he is. I mean, in any part of the court, as long as he's there, he's an option, he's a threat.
Oh, but Malabunga has been outstanding here in the first set.
To say the least. I mean, great for Ishpol Verosa to actually acknowledge Kim Malabunga's presence and, you know, take advantage of that.
Mo paangat parang yung blockers, pababa na yung bola dahil sa tangkad nitong si Malabunga. However, that will be the second service error for VNS1 Alicia here in the opener.
Well, if you're Army right now, you see Kim Malabunga in front. Your blockers have to adjust. You know, you have to acknowledge the fact Kim Malabunga is going to be the first option.
Here we go. Oh, that was not over. Nabitin lang ng konti, no? They've been on the same page, at least in their first 4 scoring opportunities that time around. Di nagka-connect sila Polvorosa at Malabunga. But you can expect that there will be more coming from Malabunga throughout this match.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, everybody thought, but for me, that was a great set. I mean, if had it gone in, it would have been a point, no? Because the blockers weren't ready.
Check ball. Scoring for VNS on Alicia. Again, hindi maghihiwalay itong dalawang koponan. Wala pang lumalamang ng tatlo dito, di ba? It's a 1-point lead or a tie.
Well, if that's any indication of how long this game will go, could be...
Clear out your schedules.
Yeah.
Stick with us for the next 3 to 4 hours.
3 to 4. 3 to 4. Oh, what's the call here?
I think touch on the net. Point goes to Army.
Good serve.
Mendoza finds the opening. Now it's a big gap in the defense of Army.
Yeah, but what a set by Ishpol Verosa. Really just freeing up Mendoza for that. Look at this. Just a one-on-one, though it's Mads Kampong, but one-on-one Mendoza just gets the point. Oh, come on. Come on.
Oh, but a nice response coming from Torres. This is high-level volleyball you're witnessing right now, folks.
And what we like, I mean, the serves are going in. You know, it's so much more enjoyable if the serves go in, then you see great digs. Like that.
Smart play coming from Polvorosa just to send it across. Oh, but I think a lift was called.
He is a back row setter, and you know, for me, there's a gray area there because sometimes if your hands don't go over the net, then it should be legal. But a lot of times they just call it. For as long as you're a back row setter and then you try to tip the ball over, normally they call it.
Service error coming from Kampong. That's the third for Army here in the first.
Well, that's actually pretty synonymous right now with the men's game, the service error. So when we talk about it, really, there's much ado about nothing.
But again, if you're a server like Mads Kampong, you take your chances.
Yeah.
Pero ito yung masakit eh. When you don't really put a lot of power behind it and it still comes out as an error.
The sure serve, so to speak. Speaking of service errors, it's 3 apiece. Told you it's normal.
It'll happen. First opportunity for Army to build a 3-point lead. They go to San Andres. Sabi niya, anong 3-point lead? Shush.
You love the way he really soars and elevates for that. Again, he's 5 feet and 7 inches. But look how he soars for that over the blockers. 5 feet 7. Come on.
Lumilipad.
Come on.
Oh, poor first ball there. Army manufacturing an attack as San Andres gets it through the blockers.
What a smart hit, just powering it through, challenging the blockers, the taller blockers.
San Andres is literally the smallest player for VNS on the floor.
It looks it, but he's playing, that, like I said earlier, he's playing like he's 6 feet.
Labide hits that long, no touch. 16-15. That is 3 straight points now for VNS, 1 Alicia, and they will head.
Explained to me that it's because that game was kind of an experiment game to them. Before this game rather, the team actually switched some positions which they gotten used to just before this game. They had scrimmages and they even went to a short vacation in Isabela where they were able to go against some locals in experimenting these positions, and they're sure that this will help them in today's match. Back to you guys.
You could say that it's a very risky time to change things up, but according to the head coaching staff rather of VNS, it's worth the risk right now as they will try not just to book a ticket into the semis, but be competitive against our top 3 teams.
Yeah, and you know, that's what you like about this level of play. You know, you have the coaches look at the other teams, you know, see, change their game plans, even if it's such a short time to do it. But that's how committed they are to make the teams better.
And because they made that investment, syempre gusto nila mas marami yung laruin, mas marami yung maipakita. Oh, that's another service ace.
Both lines judges actually with different calls.
But our first official saying that, you know, he saw it. And he scores it as a service ace for San Andres. Second of the matchup.
Yeah, he can do that. You know, he can overrule these calls if he's sure.
Ooh, another good one. This one is it again.
Boy, again, in all aspects of the game, San Andres is really performing.
And as noted, the first time we see a 3-point lead, there's a timeout for Army. Let's listen in.
Bigyan nyo na position si PJ. Resiban muna natin. Yung service na yun, puro zone 5. Ngayon, mag-zone 1 siya dito, cover na agad yelo. Ha? Wala. Dami tayo. Army!
Layo pa yan, resiban mo natin, resiban.
San Andres, 5 points to attacks, 3 aces already here in the first.
3 aces in the first set. That's crazy, but he knows how important this is. They want to win this. They don't want this preliminary round to extend to Thursday. Talking about VNS.
Siyempre, kung ikaw nga, ayaw mo na to play another match. You might as well just play the semifinals already this coming Thursday.
Yeah. And if that happens, let's say we extend to a
Yep.
playoff match on Thursday. That would mean Army has a 2-game winning streak.
Yep.
And you don't want to play against them looking for the 3rd game.
Taas ng kumpiyansa ng bigla, eh, no? Meanwhile, a service error coming from San Andres. Their 4th of this first set, 19-17 for the Griffins.
Yeah, who are doing actually a pretty good job in maintaining a 2-3-point lead.
It's a decent first ball, and that's the result.
Are you kidding me? I think they had dinner last night. They had a really deep conversation about what their game plan will be tonight.
Bonding ng mabuti si Polvorosa at si Malabunga because they've been on the same page. Tough first ball coming from the veteran Randy Fallorina as that gives the Griffins their biggest lead of the matchup.
Well, they've been serving well. Not perfect, you know, a bit of errors here and there, but they're really challenging the first pass of Army.
Ish Polvorosa. Oh, a touch on the net. Called against Army, and that will allow VNS to lead by 5, their biggest of the matchup. Another timeout from team coach.
Bawi tayo sa receive. Pagka-receive natin, play tayo ng maayos. Play tayo ng maayos. Bigay mo kaya, no? Gampong. Receive muna tayo, atake tayo ng maganda. Okay? Atake tayo ng maayos, ha? Arme! Doon lang ng paraan.
When things get tough, you go the more familiar route. You play the percentages. You call upon the number of Mads Gampong.
You don't like the road less traveled?
When you're down by 5, travel the road that everyone travels for now, just to be safe. Poporsyento ka na rin lang. Why not go to Gampong as he delivered in their last win?
Yeah. No, but the problem with Army is they're really having trouble passing. So Tanea has been like that,
Yeah,
really
yeah.
chasing all these balls. Wow, what a dig.
Another nice dig there. Oh, that will score. Wow. Even that works out for Montemayor.
He found the right spot in the court of Army, that center where nobody can reach.
Akala nila kasi scoring na yung atake na to, eh. No?
Yeah.
I guess the defense was a little bit lost. And just a smart hit.
Yeah, right? Like at the center of Army's defense.
Ito yung gusto nila kanina. This was what they were looking for after the timeout. But as you said, that poor first ball limited the options for Ray Taneo.
Yeah, and we did see, you know, the set, because Taneo had to chase the ball. He couldn't set a perfect set, so Mads Gampong went into the net. So these are the struggles of Army here in the first set. Great pass.
That is in.
Again, everyone's getting a touch. Okay, Malabunga, we gotta mention who's serving right now. 6 points in 6 of 7 attacks. We saw that error.
Great percentage coming from Malabunga. This will be off the blockers. The service has been a big weapon on the side of VNS as well. Yes, they've committed their fair share of errors, pero 4 na aces compared to nothing coming from, you know, the Army.
Yeah. Well, the serve, it starts with the serve, and you know that's been giving Army, we kept saying it, all kinds of problems here in the first set.
Their specialist, Barrica, in the ball game now. We're at set point 24-19.
Needs a good serve here.
Ooh.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Look at his reaction there.
That was too close for comfort, but it's a service ace for Barrica.
He prayed really hard to the volleyball gods.
And they heard him. Will he risk it again? Let's see. Backs against the wall for Army. Another tape touch.
Yep. Whoa!
Blockers were there, but it goes out. So the first set will belong to VNS. One Alicia as the Griffins create the separation.
Well, you know, for me, VNS in that first set looked like the more focused team. They followed their game plan, obviously, serve well, and if you receive well, you try to activate your middle. So it's pretty much textbook volleyball for VNS. That's why they won handily, actually 25-20. But at the start of the first set, it was close. We thought it was going to be a nip and tuck affair the entire time, but VNS just, you know, again, stepped it up a bit. But for Army right now, first thing they have to correct is their first pass. They have to pass better so as Taneo or maybe Silang off the bench can actually, you know, create some place for them.
It was a 1-point game after the second technical timeout. That was how close it was. As you can see, the attacks, that was the main difference of the matchup, including the aces, of course, for VNS won Alicia.
Yeah, well, you can see overall, that's why VNS won. A pretty solid game. One thing they still have to correct is their errors. They have 2 more than Army, but still, you know, they've been playing well. That don't change. I mean, their fans would like be happy with the way they're playing.
Let's see if Malabunga can stay consistent. Tremendous percentage coming from Kim Malabunga in the first set. As that is not the way you want to start the second. Silang, another setter for the Army Katinko Troopers with a service error.
Yeah, Silang actually played really well in that win against Santa Rosa. He came off the bench. So yeah, I mean, I think that's a good substitution. Try to change things up.
Good opportunity. Oh, that's a net touch against Army. Hirap na nga si Polvorosa abutin yung bola na yun eh.
Exactly. What a set by Polvorosa trying to save the ball. Able to save the ball. And I told you, Malabunga still at it.
Tina-target nila si Rojas, no? Dun sa mga first move. Wow, what a block!
Come on! Well, that's the first block of VNS in this match, and courtesy of Kim Malabunga.
Sabi siguro ni Gampo, mas masaya talaga teammate itong si Malabunga kaysa kalaban.
True. Great serve.
Great dig from Polvorosa. Malabunga setting it up. Unique offense coming from VNS Alicia.
Well, they'll take it. You know, any which way, any given day.
You have your setter receiving, you have your middle blocker setting, and you get a point anyway. A 4-0 start. We have a timeout, an early one from the Army.
Wala na tayong itatago pa para bukas. Ito na yun eh. Kung ano ilalabas natin, ilabasan natin ngayon pa lang. Ha? 4-0. Ha? Kaya na tayo dyan, sa loob. Trabahoy muna natin.
Let's go.
Sorry, ano tayo? Army! Lating ko!
Look at this. One excellent set from Malabunga. I doubt that we'll be following that number throughout this matchup. It might start and end with 1.
He's doing it all.
Yeah.
Talking about Kim Malabunga.
Kahit mag-map na sahig siguro maya-maya, willing itong si Kim Malabunga. Tulungan lang itong VNS Alicia, as that will be the first point for Katinko, courtesy of a service error.
And you know, for the VNS fans, you have to be happy because the caliber of a Kim Malabunga is someone really we should be talking about constantly, but we haven't. I mean, at least the games that I covered or watched, it's San Andres, and rightfully so because he's playing well. But Malabunga is really telling us that I should be the focus also.
And back to your point earlier, when you activate the middle, the chances that the other scorers will have to deal with, you know, fewer defenders.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, that's why they always say, you know, at the start of the game, if you can pass well, you get that, you get the middles involved to establish that threat. So you can free up, you know, the wing hitters.
Right now, all things going for the side of VNS as they lead 6-1. Malabunga serving.
Good serve. Oh,
That's a rocket. Coming from Rojas. First attacking point for Army here in the second set.
You like that set by Silang going to Rojas. But you can feel, no? I mean, for Army, no one's really the more consistent scorer so far today. Everyone's expecting Mads Gampong to come up with the numbers. But so far, a bit quiet in terms of offense for Army.
Mendoza goes cross court and another point for VNS.
Just smart hitting by Mendoza, changing it up, you know, taking something off that. A little bit of pace off that hit and gets the point nonetheless.
Avoiding both blockers. Getting the point.
Whoa. Rocket.
That's just too good coming from Mads Gampong.
Well, VNS asking for a net violation because the ball hit the blockers and flew. So could have been that Mads Gampong went into the net before the ball hit the ground. They have a point there.
The ball will stand. Gampong will now be serving his team down by 4.
Oh, good save.
Pancake is effective, but this one sails out. Army gets back-to-back points.
Wasted opportunity for VNS. What a pancake save off the serve. You don't say that a lot.
Ito naman, aabutin na ng net. Service error against the Army, and that will push us forward to our first technical timeout. It is opportunities and play another game here. Force a knockout matchup against VNS. One Alicia, we thank you for joining us. The action is coming to you from the Paco Arena as we send it over to Miss Ayana Perez.
With 4 aces and great communication so far from the VNS 1 Alicia Griffins. And let me tell you, this all came from their short mini vacation at the Alicia headquarters in Isabela. Now, if earlier I mentioned how it helped them get used to their new positions, now I want to talk about their aces and chemistry. Now, head coach Ralph shared with me that it was their first time ever being able to do service training in a wide court since they were so used to a tiny home court. Now, for the chemistry, this vacation was the team building that they definitely needed. They celebrated the fiesta in 1 Alicia and they were able to truly bond in that vacation. Back to you guys.
Magaya naman kayo, di ba? Para namang
Narinig ka lang ng fiesta.
pag may kainan, magaya kayo. Meanwhile, VNS playing very well. Ooh, sweet move from Ish Polvorosa.
Sweet. Yeah, just playing it smart. You know, really seeing that hole at the center again of Army's defense. Look at this. Look at this dump right there.
Lagkit nung dump nitong si Polvorosa. Saktong-sakto dun sa butas ng depensa as Mads Gampong just hits this one. All power, all the blockers.
I like you like that set from Silang, really. You have to get somebody, you know, that the more consistent numbers, and if Gampong is that guy, then go to him more often so they will try to guard him, and once they do, that's when you can really distribute properly.
10-5 VNS. So after that tight start in the first set, VNS getting going. Kaya pa bang sumabay nitong Army troopers?
Yeah, and one thing VNS also is doing is they're reading their blockers. They're not just hitting it into the blockers. You know, they're eluding it, playing it smart.
Running attack. Rock, but that's out. So at least the Army getting back-to-back points. Dagdag kumpiyansa, try to rebuild your confidence before you get back into this ballgame.
That's a great set to Diwa. That slide there, but what about San Andres? Again, you said it, the shortest player, but he gets to get a hand at that.
Another good serve from Barica. Oh, but a much better attack on the other side for Adviento. They're enjoying themselves, no?
I know.
They have fiesta vibes.
When's the next fiesta, by the way? No, obviously that helped, that bonding time for them because they're playing like a well-oiled machine today.
First time, actually, that we're seeing Diwa activated here in the second set.
That's true. Better passing. That's why. If Bariga is there, he can pass. Then you can activate your middles. It's actually pretty basic for Army, but one thing's important for Army right now is the attitude. You have to fight, like Coach Carolina said.
Malabunga! Dulo na lang yung inabutan. Still finding a way to score. Taas pa rin nung porsyento nitong si Malabunga here in this match.
I hope we can see that again. I mean, he was just playing it smart. He knew where to put it. He used his height and hang time. And then when the blockers are going down, I'm just going to put it to the right side of the court.
It helps when you can survey the entire floor with your height. Another service ace for San Andres. That's 7 points now, powered by 4 aces.
Well, we did talk about him in the pre-game. Then San Andres just doing it all. I mean, all aspects. Digging, serving.
Pati yung mga first ball niya maayos
Yeah.
no?
Oh, come on! Are you kidding me?
Sheesh!
That's all we can say. Sheesh! Come on!
More aces than attack points.
Fifth,
5
right?
to 3.
Well, if he wants to get his numbers, he'll get it anywhere. Another good one. Oh.
Menchilo Labida, the team captain, answering back. He will have to lead this squad.
I think that's his first kill of the match, right? First or second?
Yeah. Not a lot coming from.
Good save. Oh!
Malabunga with the denial.
He's doing it. Okay, Malabunga just covering the cross. Nowhere to go for Army. Ish to serve, full front row for VNS.
Nabida, this one will be sent up. Kanino pupunta si Polvorosa. That's a great angle to play with, and Army could not get to it. As VNS will double up on the Troopers, 16-8, dominating this. Coming from Ish Polvorosa, activated Malabunga first. And when the defense of Army started paying more attention to Malabunga, opened things up for everyone else.
Exactly. Spread out the offense. Why don't you?
Good effort for VNS, and they send it right to Barrica. Could not put it up. 17-8. Look at this. We were expecting a tight battle between these two teams, but VNS Juan Alicia just elevated their level here in the second.
Yeah, I totally agree. You know how they do it? Smart hitting. Young Mendoza just, again, off speed. You know, it looked like it was fast. It was fast, I mean, for our standards, but that was an off speed and he gets the kill.
Good angle on that hit coming from Mads Gampong.
But again, it's not the greatest of sets, right? Because passing has been errant. But they get the point. And for me right now, Mads Gampong is playing well, given that he's working hard to get his points. But yeah, you should set to him more. No!
Yan yung ano eh, ang bilis makaubos ng kumpiyansa. You know, when you work so hard to get a point, and then you give it right back with a service error, it deflates the squad.
Yeah, and it's like what you said earlier. If it's like a sure serve and it doesn't go in, that's more hurtful.
A rare attacking error coming from Malabunga as he apologized. Hindi siya normally umatake from that situation. Pero natakam eh. Sabi niya, maganda yung condition ko eh.
All smiles anyway from the camp of VNS. But imagine if that went in, then he's a threat also from the back.
Off speed from San Andres. Good chance here for the Army.
Oh, Barrica hitting.
Another block point from VNS.
Yeah, VNS. We did say in the pregame that they're a good blocking team, right? VNS, although they had less, I think 3 or 4 less than Navy, but it still had 9. So they're using it today. That's one thing that's missing with Army.
That's out. Service error coming from VNS, but they're still enjoying this nice 8-point advantage, 19-11.
Yeah, that was Montemayor overcooking that. Good save.
Oh, but then they attack quickly, maximizing the situation. Hindi na naangat ni Cruz. Army will get back-to-back points.
Yeah, better rallies right now for Army, and you want to build on that. And I like what Coach Carolina did, getting Joshua Barrica, you know, in the fold, making him hit. He could be a spark plug, as he always was in FEU. Oh.
Another ill-timed service error coming from the Army, as Abdul Majid and Taneo check in for Silang and Gampong. Substitutions also on the other side. Blocking has been a big factor in favor of VNS throughout this matchup.
Yeah, 6 for them and just 1 for Army.
Tokish Polvorosa exits. Pagulong enters the matchup.
And Imperial to set.
Adrian Imperial.
Great serve.
20-12 is the count now. Army will get one back, but they still have a mountain to climb here.
Well, they'll take that point. You know, it's wasn't the prettiest, but they'll take it. But I like the reaction of Imperial. It fell right in front of him. He looked at his teammates like, hey, you adjust.
Kakapasok lang niya, eh, no?
Let me warm up. Don't let me get these hard balls. Good serve.
Another good serve. This time an ace from Barrica.
That, you know, that ace and the way he celebrated reminds me really of when he was with FEU.
Yeah.
Always so fun to watch.
Well, with the colors, you can just squint your eyes a little bit.
I think it's FEU.
And it's the same.
I remember I said, when we covered that game, I said, oh, the yellow, because they were in yellow jerseys. And Z corrected me. Green and gold. Okay, fine. I looked at it as yellow.
But Barrica, service error this time around. Yun talagang risk, no? When you are a powerful server.
Well, that's part of the men's game, really.
Yeah.
Nothing new. But look, something new. Malabunga's now back in front.
Also service error coming from Adviento this time. That's 8-8 now. Leveling things off, but still a 21-15 advantage. 6 points for VNS.
Yeah. Well, for VNS, obviously they can afford these errors, but Army, you gotta chase right now.
Sport. That is good. That is in for San Andres.
Any part, he can be in the opposite side or in the outside side. Same result.
When you have the ability to jump like San Andres, kahit saan ka pa manggaling.
Kahit sa service, right?
That's outside, no touch. Abdul Majid could not find the line. 23-15 as the Army will call another timeout.
Kaya po, kaya po.
Pasok lang sa court. Pagano.
Kaya natin yan. Isa-isa lang. Isa-isa lang na. Ha? Sino ang service sa kanila? Sino nasa likod?
Si Ben pa rin, si Ben.
Sabi, sound 5 tayo. More on sound 5 ha. Paano yung sound 5? Abdul, dito ka lang ha. Sound 5, Dailo. Sabi ni Jong. Sabi ni Jong. Jong, paano na yung sound 5? Ha? Expect lang sa atin tayo. Jong! Ay! Katiko!
VNS won Alicia 2 points away from grabbing a 2-0 advantage here in this matchup.
Well, for the fans of VNS, for me, you have to be happy. It looks like they're peaking at the right time, you know? I mean, the way they're playing today, you wouldn't think they're 2 wins, right?
Again, we already have 3 teams safely into the semifinals, including the undefeated Santa Elena NU, PGJC Navy, and Signal.
Yeah, the game later would be nice.
Ooh,
No, it's going to be a good one.
It's back-to-back service errors for Army. As Silang and Gampong check back into this matchup.
Well, they need to play flawlessly, obviously, for Team Army as you face set point.
New face entering now, Gonzalvo.
Yeah, I think a taller player. Obviously in for blocking.
24-16, set point for VNS 1 Alicia.
Good serve.
They go to Gampong,
Oh!
sent back by
Wow.
San Andres.
What a dig! Still alive.
Oh, almost scoring there was Imperial. Blockers are there as Malabunga finishes things off in favor of VNS.
And look, Malabunga going back to Gampong, seeing if he's okay.
Of course, longtime teammates from the UAAP to Spikers Turf. They engaged in that exchange
Oh, wow.
as
I'm Mangulabnan, John Frederick King, setter of VNS 1 Alicia, and this is Spiker's Turf Match Point. Sa Batangas po kasi, which is doon po talaga kami nakatira. Kami po mga magkakapatid, kami po ng tatay ko. Lagi po kami naglalaro ng basketball doon. So yun po yung mostly nilalaro namin na sport. Mostly, alam ko po sa sarili ko na magaling po ako maglaro ng chess. Kasi dati sinasali na din po ako sa varsity team ng chess eh. Before po magkaroon ng laro, lagi po ako kumakain ng tinapay para ganahan naman po agad ako. Tapos after po ng laro, like may mga recovery meal din po, mostly puro meat naman po. Again, I'm Mangulabnan, John Frederick King, and this is Match Point.
Army Katingko Troopers, their backs are now against the wall, losing the first two sets, 25-20, 25-16 against VNS, 1 Alicia. This one more convincing than the first.
Well, you know, really a great start in that second set for VNS, 1 Alicia, and they never looked back. We mentioned earlier how much they're enjoying this game. They're all having fun, and they're all playing well. Everyone, for that matter, and in all departments. Digging, serving, you know, Ish Polverosa doing great setting, even Imperial for a little time. But Kim Malabunga really started it all and was consistent throughout. And for Army, again, you mentioned it, Carlo, back against the wall. What are you going to do about it? We saw a lot of promise, I mean, throughout this conference that we know what you can do.
Yeah.
It's your attitude. You want to come back or you're just going to give the ticket to VNS?
Now the challenge will be on the side of the Army to try and elevate their game as well. They've been looking for the combinations that would work out as we take a look at the numbers.
You said, what, 25-16, right? In second set. And that's the reason. In all aspects of the game, it's VNS 1 Alicia. Even the errors they minimize, right? From the first set to the second set. We talked about Army in the pregame and how they're such a good blocking team. 0 blocks. So this is one thing you have to check. That's your strength. Where is it? You know, obviously, you're not focused enough here in this match. So you got to change things, really. And your mindset should be to win this at all costs, this third set.
And that's certainly a good start for the Army Katingko Troopers. They get the first point of the third set. Taneo started the matchup. Silang was the main setter in the second. Now it's back to Ray Taneo again. As their coaching staff, again, looking for any sort of combination that will work out.
Well, they retain, like you said, Taneo here, hoping that his leadership would change things here in the third set.
Great defense coming from VNS.
Yeah.
Oh, speed. Dug up by Labide. Oh, but the block coming from Malabunga.
But that rally, for me, I'm happy if I'm an Army fan because you can see everyone was gung-ho, like everyone was contributing. But you have to give it to great blocking by VNS. They've been blocking well today. But you should start there. Everybody should just be ready for the offense.
Polvorosa a little short on that serve.
You see his reaction. He could have that back. Better serve. Better serve.
Oh, but they find a way to score. Not the prettiest, but Montemayor was able to secure a point for the Griffins.
You know, that's what we were saying. That's what they've been doing the entire match. They're playing it smart. Now, if the set is far from the net, just put it in. A little off speed. Mendoza, Montemayor, they've been doing that.
But more aggression coming from the offense of the Army Troopers here in the third set as they retake the lead 3-2.
Yeah, that was Diwa. Well, at least now you can feel that they feel a sense of urgency talking about Army, so we expect a better third set here.
Another nice hit coming from Diwa. In terms of percentage, siya yung pinakamataas sa pag-atake for Army.
For now, right? Yes, and a bright spot for the squad. And we heard Coach Carolina say earlier, bigay niyo na. I mean, you have no tomorrow if we lose today.
Oh, that's in. Service ace for Rojas.
Better start for Army. That's what you want to see from this bunch.
Rojas will continue to serve, try to build on this 3-point lead for the Troopers.
Needs to serve tough once again.
Another good one, targeting San Andres.
Ooh.
How about Montemayor leading the offense right now for VNS?
Well, you like the attitude really of this VNS squad. Anyone Ish goes to, Ish Polverosa goes to, is ready.
Diba, hindi pa nga ganun karami yung atake ni San Andres in this matchup.
Oh.
Hinayang doon si Adviento because he caught that ball clean. Kaso, it sailed out of bounds. Back to a 3-point lead for the Troopers.
Yeah. Again, Mads Campong. Better serve.
Here we go. That's out though, coming from San Andres.
Oh, errors here and there for VNS. 4-point lead for Army.
Biggest lead of the matchup for the Army.
Well, here come the Troopers.
Nothing like a service error when you're building momentum. As we will have Mendoza now serving for VNS.
Good serve.
Tough first ball there, but Campong makes something out of it. Good dig though, good reception. Cruz, kanino pupunta? Back to San Andres. Basang-basa ni Diwa.
Yeah, Diwa Antoneo was there, but somebody clipped the net. Yeah, Diwa apologizing.
That's unfortunate. That was already... That was, yun,
there.
Sa pababa pala. Ay nakahook dun sa net.
That was already in the bag. Oh.
Eto sa inyo. Sabi ni Diwa, sorry kanina. Let me get this point back. 8-5. Look at this. The Army Katingo Troopers with a 3-point lead. And it has been Diwa making things work for them. Can they stay alive? We'll find out when we return. Philippine Army coming alive here in the third set, wanting to stay alive in their stint for your 2022 Open Conference. As we send it over to Miss Ayana Perlas.
In the huddle of Army, we weren't able to hear much from head coach Melvin Carolino, but it was more of Captain Ben Labide being vocal and motivating the team. Now, Labide asked help from his teammates and telling them na kailangan talaga silang magtulungan if they want to push this to 5 sets. Now, head coach Melvin actually mentioned to me that however this game pans out, he and the team are thankful, most especially with the experience that they will bring out to the AFP, PNP, PCG Olympics by the end of this month. Back to you guys.
May request lang ako. Kung kailangan nila ng coverage team for those competitions, specifically for Navy versus Army, pwede po kami ni Miss Noringo.
Kala ko fiesta again.
Hindi. Ang saya kasi nila panoorin when they go up against each other. We know that they have their rivalries outside Spiker's turf. Meanwhile, Army wanting to extend their performance just a little bit more.
Well, so do we. Enjoy more volleyball action. You know, one thing that's absent with Army, Rojas.
Yeah.
Right? Remember that? The Army-Navy Rojas was all over Navy, but now he's like pretty tame.
Yung angas, no?
Oh,
Yung
wala.
atake nitong si Rojas. Oh, as this will be the first time out VNS will request for in this entire ball game. Let's listen in.
Ngayon, ang ginagawa nyo kasi inahayaan nyo lang kahit magka-error kayong dalawa-tatlo kasi alam nyo panalo tayo ng dalawa eh. Huwag nyo pagbigyan. Kumbaga, lumaro kayo ng maayos, ha?
Sense of urgency.
Hindi pwedeng hinahayaan lumayo, kaya ganyan. Hinahayaan nyo lang.
Pasa mo
Go tayo. Sige. Yes, please.
The reminder was that the team was playing a little too comfortable because of that 2-0 advantage.
Yeah. And normally, you know, coaches will say that's a tendency of a team. If you win 2 sets already, especially 1 set that's kind of not very
Dominant, yeah,
close, not very close. So yeah, you just reminding him that we got to play. Just finish it in 3.
Because if you give Army an opening, boy, they can complicate matters.
And if you wake Rojas,
Yep.
never know what can happen.
Good touch from the blockers. Decent first ball. Decent reception, rather, as that hit is in. Coming from Adviento.
Again, the middles working well, working wonders for VNS. Not the prettiest with the help of the net, but they'll take it.
Oh, VNS, alam nila kaya namang bumalik eh. But they need to play with some confidence, like what they had in the second set. Meanwhile, itong Army naman, it's like we're watching a different team altogether.
I agree. Like they felt that, okay, if we lose this, that's it, right? So they're playing a better set here.
Kasi kung hindi ka pa magigising dun sa sitwasyon na yun, nothing else could wake you up.
Yeah.
As Malabunga is denied.
First solid block for Army. Everything so far working for them. We mentioned that. They have to use their advantage. They have to block. And they do. That's Rojas.
Oh, he had to stretch for that one.
Good dig.
Napayungan na ni Malabunga. As Abdullah apologizes for the mistake.
Yeah, I mean, you always have to try to read your opponents. If you see Kim Malabunga in front of you, you know you have to put it to the right side or the left side.
Kahit itaas mo na.
No, if re-ball mo na lang, chance ball. Oh.
San Andres, though, sending that straight into the net. 14-7. Army doubling up on VNS.
Yeah, and VNS lapsing into errors here in the third set. Again, we have to mention they shouldn't be too complacent because if you give the Troopers 1 set, you never know. Wow, good defense.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah.
And that's all about learning from your earlier mistake.
Yeah. Going over, you said, taas mo na lang. They went over Kim Malabunga, finding that spot there.
Retaneo now serving for the Army.
Good serve. Oh, good block.
Oh, hesitation coming from the floor defense ng VNS. Hindi sila sigurado kung sino yung pupulot ng bola. And as a result, Army builds a 6 fighting to stay alive here in Spiker's turf?
Well, that's a good question, but the only one who can answer that is VNS themselves. But we had the privilege to actually listen to the huddle of VNS during that second technical timeout, and I love what Coach said. Kakasorry nyo, lumalayo. Don't say sorry kasi lalayo pa yung score.
Diba? Bawiin nyo sa sahig.
Yes.
Diba?
Yeah.
Walang puntos yung sorry. And this time, they were able to gather themselves from that technical timeout and at least get a point back, down by 8.
Yeah. Well, that was Montemayor. You mentioned his name earlier. He's still at it. Targeting Taneo there.
Ish Polvorosa, last trip was a service error. This time, it's a safe one. Good dig there.
Chance ball.
Atake na naman, yeah. They go to Roja. Smart tap. Ito na. Ito na yung hinahanap nating yabang mula sa Army Troopers.
Welcome to the game, Rojas. Where have you been? And you can feel that Army's enjoying themselves here in the third set. Look at this. There you go.
Yan yung hinahanap kanina pa ng coaching staff, no? Just playing loose, playing confident. No, you will have to take the hits as well. Coming from VNS 1 Alicia, but at least yung Army, malayo-layo na yung score ngayon.
Well, speaking of loose and confident, that's Montemayor doing that. Oh.
Call it in.
Probably clip the edge of the line because from our vantage point, it looked kind of
out. Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Pero mas maganda yung angulo ng ating officials.
Oh, a 9-point game. Who'd have thought after that second set? Good save.
Pati yung mga quicks na babantayan na, no? Cross-court kill is good for Army.
That's Gampong.
They look dead in the water in the second set. Now all of a sudden, they look unstoppable in the third. Let's listen into the timeout for VNS.
Yung lumapit sa inyo eh. Meron ba kayong kalaban na ididikit sa inyo yung bola? Siyempre, pagalawin kayo niyan. Marunong din naman yung kalaban natin. Gusto nyo nakasakto sa inyo lahat eh. Gano'n tayo, hindi porkit naka-formation tayo, eh, hindi pwedeng mabago yung palo nila. Siyempre, yung mga iba-ibang projectile ng bola yan eh. Nakaantay kayo. Kung mag-aantay ka na mag-aantay na lalapit sa inyo yung bola, yan talaga yung resulta. Pero kung gagalaw tayo, makakadikit tayo.
Hindi man yung atake yung hinahanap ng VNS, eh, no? It's the defense that they need to take care of at this stage.
Yeah, that's why that reminder, you know, the ball's not going to be handed to you. They're not going to spike it directly to you, right? So you have to be ready. You have to move.
So let's see how the Griffins will try to get back into this set.
Good serve.
Clock goes out.
Well, so far it's been Montemayor bailing VNS and getting them points. But can you sense that this third set is a much slower set?
Yeah.
Right? It's a slower set. Not much, you know, those combination plays or kills, and it favors Army. So Army wants to dictate the tempo.
Ito yung laro nila, eh,
Yeah.
no?
Very deliberate.
San Andres getting another point. So that's back-to-back now for the Griffins. Montemayor, tremendous so far. 10 points, 10 of 12 for 83% as he's about to serve. Pero kung nasabayan pa sana siya ni San Andres, could have been a very different third set.
Oof. Great set.
Naangguluhan pa yun ni
Yeah.
San Andres. Oh, but Gampong says, enough.
That's Gampong going down the line there. And you can feel everyone's, you know, feeling it here in the third set, talking about Army.
Diretso sa net yung serve nitong si Gampong. He giveth, he taketh away. But again, at least they're up by 8. Merong margin for error. Like what we were saying for VNS in the second set.
Yeah.
Forgivable errors as long as you retain the lead.
Yeah, that's what they have to do. You know, if they play side-out volleyball,
You win.
you win. Exactly. Go. Ooh, ace.
Oh, now a timeout coming from the Army. Coach Carolino ayaw nang palapitin itong VNS. Pakinggan natin siya.
Receive muna tayo. Receive, ha? Receive. Atake tayo na maayos. Babagaling natin yung wala.
Go, 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 go.
Atake na maayos. Sa likod, ha? Ngayon, pagka ano, si Gujay na mo, anong play mo dyan? See? O sila, pasok na maayos. Go, ha? Para pag-usapan niya. Go, let's go! Arnie! Go! Go, go.
20-13, a 7-point advantage for the Army Katingko Troopers.
That was a quick timeout. I mean, it's still a 7-point lead, but yeah, you're right. Doesn't want to take any more chances.
Decent serve.
Yeah.
Oh, that is out. So tatlong dikit na yan para sa VNS. Starting to regain their rhythm.
Well, you know, Army, you have to check these errors really. I mean, just hit it in court. You know, it's a big court. Don't try to go for too much. Oh.
That's how you end that scoring run for VNS.
Well, he's been quiet today. Talking about Labide.
At least ngayon, di ba? Umaatake lahat.
Yes. More balanced.
Out yan para kay Diwa. 21-15, VNS pumapalag pa. They do not want the Army to gain any more confidence by winning this set. And syempre, that all-important win to get them into the semifinals.
Yeah. Well, for those who just joined us, if VNS wins, they're the 4th team to the semis. But if Army wins, we have another game on Thursday.
No touch. Out. Yung atake mula sa Army.
Well, they have to regroup. They have to calm down. They're still up by 5.
Oh, tough. First ball there. Chance now for VNS. San Andres. Oh, ganda ng hawak. Mula kay Abdullah. San Andres, one more try. Wipes it off the blockers.
That's just a smart hit. He looked, who was my blocker? Abdullah and Taneo. I'm going to challenge, obviously, the shorter blocker in Taneo. Right, just hitting it off the edge of the hand there.
21-17. This is just a 4-point game from the back. Butas yung depensa.
But that for me, that's a great set. This is a time you want a finisher. You know, you want a set of finisher, and Mads Gampong could be that guy.
Sidoria, the middle blocker, could not get to the position to dig that ball. 22-17, back to a 5-point Trooper lead.
Joshua Barica. Good serve.
Ayan na si Malabunga. Can he heat up here in the third set?
Well, you know, Ishmael Verosa doing a great job in really, you know, distributing the ball. The blockers always on their toes.
San Andres?
Good serve.
Yeah. Drop ball.
That's the, I think, is that the third or second for Taneo? That dump ball, much needed for Army.
23-18. Good first ball here.
Yeah.
Polvorosa.
Ooh.
Ayan ang resulta. Pero out. Just out against Malabunga.
He saw it. You know, he saw it. He wanted that kill, but yeah, the angle just too far.
Polvorosa scoring with his own dump.
Oh, these setters are getting active today.
Lagi namang ganyan eh.
That's
Pag
true.
nadampan ka ng isa,
Ikaw naman.
mainit yung ulo mo about getting it back.
Well, still set point for Army.
That's an error coming from the Army.
Yeah, miscue there. But again, still can afford.
Margin of error. Kasi kailangan 4 na puntos dire-diretso para dito sa VNS 1 Alicia. Can they get one more here?
Well, they need a good serve. Oh, still alive.
One more chance for the Army.
Oh,
That's a net touch.
yeah, that was a miss set. We saw it. I'm actually surprised the referees didn't call that lifting violation.
But how smart was that coming from Polvorosa? Nakita niya na yung attackers niya wala sa forma eh. So
Yeah.
he just sent it across. Tuloy lang yung rally until ultimately they got the point. Let's listen into the timeout.
Cheer para sa kanila. Paluin nyo na maganda. Ha? Gawin nyo na maganda yan.
Sige akin, sige mo na maayos. Okay, Malabunga ha. Pasabay mo natin.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Kunin ko lang si Malabunga kaya paluin mo. Ha?
Army! Let's go, ha?
Attract the defense of Malabunga and then send the ball somewhere else. Let's see kung matuloy ng Army Troopers yung kanilang plano. Yeah,
Net violation.
clear violation
Yeah.
there.
Net crossing out.
And they muster up 3 straight points to stay alive in this set. Polvorosa serving still.
Oh, oh,
That was set back. One
too
more
near the
try.
net.
Great defense, staying alive. Maganda rin naman yung depensa sa kabila. Rojas.
Oh, still alive.
Malabunga taps it. Oh, they get a point. Nahawakan pa ni Gampong. That looked like it was going to sail out.
Because Gampong is a high leaper and he jumped for that. You know, the nerves really setting in right now. What an exchange, though. Outstretched.
Yeah.
That really
Yeah.
was going out.
Polvorosa needs 2 more.
Oh,
Tough first ball, Taneo. To Rojas, tinulak na lang. Polvorosa to Mendoza.
Oh.
Sent up by Barrica. Taneo, kanino pupunta? San Andres is there.
come on! Come on!
Are you not entertained? 24-23, Army's lead has dwindled to 1.
Well, all they need is a solitary point, right? But VNS is just knocking ever so loudly at their door.
They needed 5 straight points.
Down to 1. Oh no!
That's not over.
Oh no!
And an extension here in the 3rd set. All of a sudden, VNS coming alive.
Boy, but the errors creeping in for Army here towards the latter part of this 3rd set. I mean, hitting error there.
Can they recover? How about Polvorosa?
Great serves. Oh,
It's still alive. Still alive for VNS.
What defense? Oh,
Finds finally they get a point courtesy of Rojas.
Well, that's what they wanted from him earlier, you know, when he hit it into the net. Use his experience and hit it off the high hands. Look at that, off the high hands.
One more set point for the Army Katinko Troopers.
We got a game.
Abdullah with the serve.
Oh, what a serve, great serve.
And this set will be extended just a little bit more.
Well, Montemayor, he's got the hot hand. But you see the difference when Kim Malambunga was in front.
Yeah.
That's when the rally actually started.
25-25.
Oh,
Taps off the blockers.
that's a great set, a smart set by Silang there. Going to the middle. I mean, he was going to the wing hitters and was becoming very predictable.
Kasi the last few attacks, Gampong or Rojas lang yung
Yes.
pinuntahan, no?
Right? What a time to go to the middle. Ooh, what a serve!
Oh, it's considered good.
Ah!
Oh, the referees did not call it down. Could have been a service ace coming from Rojas.
Are we
Pero
gonna?
walang tumawag.
Oh, hey, are we gonna see that again?
From my raw angle,
Yeah.
I thought it hit the floor.
Yeah, I did too.
But my opinion doesn't count, Noreen. Neither does yours.
Exactly, it's the referees. Oh, there's Rojas talking to VNS. Boy, things are heating up
Yup,
here,
yup,
right?
yup.
Yeah. Interesting.
26-26. Service error.
What's that? Poetic justice. Later, you pull out Cruz after the game and ask him, did it really hit the floor?
Kasi nakita niya kung tinamaan
Yeah.
ni San Andres talaga. Eh, no? He was right there.
Oh!
That's it! They get their service ace some other way as they win the third set. Philippine Army Troopers staying alive against the VNS Juan Alicia Griffins.
What a set! What a set! Look at that. A serve.
Ooh, that's super close still. Oh boy.
Controversial? Question mark?
Surely that is 28-26. Army Katinko Troopers winning the third set to stay alive. But again, we enjoyed
Not complaining.
covering that match and the extension of this face-to-face battle between the Army Troopers and the VNS Juan Alicia Griffins. Third set was dominated in the early parts by the Army, but then a late surge from VNS almost got them a win and a sweep, but it would not happen. One last ace coming from Mads Gampong in the end game. They extend this matchup to a fourth set.
Yeah, it was obviously a much better set for Team Army. And, you know, even though momentum shifted jerseys towards the end of that third set, there's that, we talked about it, the margin already, that even though they tied the game, it was really the margin that our Army created in the third set. Look at the numbers. Attacks went Army's way. Blocking were even at 2. Service went Army's way. So really a better set for Team Army. So that's what you want to see from this bunch coming into the fourth set for VNS. I mean, that was a great run, right? We enjoyed that run towards that latter part of that set.
And the lesson for Army is kahit na mas marami yung errors mo, basta agresibo ka, it will work out. Trust in your hitters and they will deliver for you, and everyone was just activated during that set. They got a little bit from everyone.
Yeah, and for me, it's also the energy, the level. We felt it a couple of notches higher than the first 2 sets. Well, whatever. We're at the fourth set. More volleyball action for everyone.
Now the challenge is, can they keep the momentum? As Malabunga wants to pick things up for VNS, like how they started in the first set.
Not much sets actually going his way in that third set. But also because he was also blocked, you know, they were checking the middles already. Good stop.
Yeah, good touch from the blockers. Ang ganda ng basa nito si Mads Gampong. Kita mo yung pabitin, yung hang time.
Mas magandang hang time.
Aerial acrobatics. Oh, isa pa kaya.
He has a button there. I'm still on. I can stay in the air.
That's cheating, Mads Gampong.
He is. Oh, come on.
Oh, try and block this one. Says Montemayor.
He's been very consistent today.
Sure.
And speaking of Montemayor, he has 12 points, and Malabunga has 14, San Andres with 11 for Army, Diwa with 10, and Gampong with 10.
Another point for the Army.
Yeah, I think they call a net violation on Vientos. Check it out. There.
Tina-target nila si San Andres talaga, no? With the serves. Mendoza hits that ball under.
So far, good start for Army. That's what you want to see. Coming off that very close third set.
Rojas flipped the switch in the third set.
Yeah.
Now all of his serves are with mean intentions. This time, though, Mendoza finds a way through the blockers.
Making up for that previous hitting error. It's a good set. It's a good fourth set. It's close. This is what we were saying. What we were expecting for this match. Come on.
That's in. A service ace for Montemayor.
We talked about consistency. He's a guy.
San Andres a little bit off the usual game that we've come to expect mula sa kanya.
Oh, another good one.
Gampong.
What a dig by Polverosa.
Blockers naman ngayon. Labide. This rally will continue. Polverosa pupunta kay San Andres. Blocked. Legal contact was called against Adviento?
No, because the setter, the libero, he was at, look at the slow-mo, the libero was in the front row. So he saved the ball, but that's already considered an overhead set. So when you do that, you can't attack when the libero's in the front line.
Kanta naman ng pihit. Ito si Polvorosa. Did you see that?
Yeah. Woo. Oh my goodness.
That was gorgeous. Look at this.
We're speechless. Look at that, yeah. We saw a lot of that in the VNL, you know, the men's game, and I like seeing it now here in the Spikers turf.
Yun yung actually maganda, no? The transfer of technology, the knowledge that you pick up.
Yeah.
Triple block there.
That was San Andres. Oh, good save.
Who's with the dig? San Andres, papalo, soft touch, yes!
Well, they're going back to playing it smart, talking about VNS. It's not just hitting, you know, finding the blocker's hands, just tipping it over. That's what worked for them in the first 2 sets, actually.
6-4 now. Yung buwelo niya kasi pang palo eh, no?
Right.
And then changing the attack mid-air.
Good serve.
Olabide will not be denied with this one.
Yeah, his sets, not a lot of sets like we said, but he is one of the veterans. He has to step up, really. A 1-point game for VNS.
D1 now serving for the Army.
Good serve. Oh.
That was perfect. That was perfectly set up, perfectly sent home.
Yeah, one of the... Oh, that's a combination play with San Andres at the hitting end. Look at that set. Two blockers went up with Adviento.
Kagat na kagat eh.
Look at that reaction. Adviento just pushed Andres. Way to go.
Labide. Adviento can't dig it up.
No, that's a good sign for Army. You're one of your veterans, your captain actually playing well here in the 4th set. Good serve.
From the back, Labide scores again.
Probably Coach Carlino said, come on, just set it to Labide, get him involved in this game.
He has won them many games in the past, and they will have to rely on him once again.
No, and that was a great set because when we saw the slow-mo, VNS was so surprised that it went to Labide.
But San Andres will send this matchup into the first technical timeout of the 4th. It's 8-7 in favor of the Griffins.
Set, and the huddle ended with Kim Malabunga telling the boys na we need to go back to where we started. Meanwhile, on the side of Army, head coach Melvin Carolino commended the team for the heart and hustle that they showed in that set. However this game turns out, head coach Melvin is already proud of what they showed and how much they wanted to win this. Lamang naman kayo sa individual skills, just continue to work together. Sabi ni head coach Melvin. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that report. This is Ayana, as our score is now level after that service error from the Griffins.
Can't get in closer than this. Good block.
Cruz will set it up. Great defense so far. Dug up, Polvorosa sets it up quick. Ang ganda ng angulo from Malabunga.
It's not the strongest of hits, but he'll take it. He just pushed it to zone 1.
So exactly where the gap in the defense was.
Yeah.
Labide could not get to it.
Well, this is the rotation that Ish Polvorosa serving that they made that chase in that third set.
Polvorosa to Mendoza. No touch. Attacking error for him.
Well, again, it's a good set. It's pretty close. That's what you want if you're Army, right? You want it slow, you want it deliberate, you want it close.
9-9. Abdullah now serving for the Troopers.
Good serve.
Pinabawi ni Polvorosa si Mendoza.
Woo!
Before that, you could see Polvorosa talking to Mendoza, telling him, forget about it.
Yeah.
Kalimutan mo na. And then, when the play resumed, delivering it to him.
And Mendoza says, yeah, gotcha. Good serve. Oh, good dig by Malabunga.
Another miss hit. Another attacking error this time around against Montemayor.
Yeah, you're right. No, a lot of miss hits so far in this set for VNS. Rojas. Ooh, come on.
All serves with mean intentions. Check ball scoring this time. Nakabawi itong si Montemayor.
Yeah, that's what really happens. You know, VNS, what you like is they will have their errors. We talked about Mendoza, we talked about Montemayor, but they'd come back, you know, make up for those errors.
Yeah, Polvorosa will not let you fall down too much. You know? Tutulungan ka niya para makabawi.
Yeah.
That massive blocking effort coming from VNS.
I think that was San Andres. I mean, they're celebrating. That's a victory. If you know, you're San Andres, I'm blocking Mads Gampong. Come on.
2-point lead now for the Griffins. Fighting for a spot in the semifinals.
Tit for tat.
May lingon pa itong si Mads Gampong. These are the little things that you might not see on TV, but if you join us here at the Paco Arena, oh boy, those little glimpses, yung mga ganon.
The stare downs, the taunting. Facial there. Adviento with a quick kill.
Uy, taking that contact. Yes, this quick results to a point for VNS, up 13-11 against the Army.
When you like in that slow-mo, you could see the reach of Adviento. It was a high set, but he just reached for it. Oh.
Oh, that will score somehow for San Andres. Ang sama na nung angulo niya dito eh.
Yeah, it's actually the defense of Army. They were not in the right place, you can see.
Look how difficult that was.
Look at that. Look at the defense. It's like they were all watching because they couldn't see.
Balasa na naman ng tao ang Troopers dito. With Silang and Abdul Majid back in this ball game.
Yeah. Well, Army needs to win this still to force a fifth set, so they got to change things up. Oh!
Still alive.
Yeah. Good save. Good rally we're having.
San Andres hits the antenna.
Yeah, he knew that.
14-12, a slim 2-point lead for the Griffins. Yes, Diva serves for the Troopers.
Yeah, they need a good serve here. Oh, come
Out.
on.
Nerves now coming into play. Pressure-packed situation, specifically for the Army, because it's win or go home for them. If you win, you play again on Thursday. If you lose, you watch the semifinals on Thursday.
Yeah, you have no more ticket to the semis.
Labide! Oh, what's the call here? Oh, they call the violation first.
Well, we got to see that. It looked like it was good. It looked like the ball hit the floor. Actually, the question is, did he hit the net? Let's check this out.
Oh, it will be impossible for us to tell from this angle. Pakinggan natin yung timeout. Oh, sorry. We're heading into our technical timeout. Yung sinusukat kasi
The
yung
timing
bola at
Yeah.
saka kung kailan nangyari yung net touch eh.
I was too busy looking at the net touch. I forgot to look at if the ball touched the floor.
Yung hirap. Slow-mo na, hindi pa rin natin alam, di ba? But you just feel for the officials as well because they have to call everything real time.
Yeah, I agree. And the
Pakahirap
men's,
na trabaho talaga.
yeah, and the men's game is so much faster, so
Sure.
it's really hard. Anyway, our director said
It was a net touch.
It was a net
yeah.
touch, and
That's
that's-
what was called.
leave it at that.
13-6. Parica now serving for the Army.
Oh, great serve.
San Andres
Oh.
skying for that one. 17-13 in favor of the Griffins.
Right, you were saying, you mean, VNS, Juan Alicia, they'd get these hitting errors, but they come back.
Yeah.
Everyone, Montemayor, San Andres, and Mendoza. That's the attitude that they have. So that's why they're ahead by 4.
Another good serve coming from San Andres. Out yan kontra sa Army.
Yeah. Well, VNS pulling away here, but being helped by Army. Their
Yeah,
errors.
yeah. Pag lumamang ng ganito, wala pang nakakascore ng comeback, no? Nakadikit yung VNS, but they were not able to turn things around.
Like after that 3-point hump, right? Oh, good save.
Cruz, pumunta kay Montemayor. Abdul Majid will try. That is wide.
Yeah.
(19-13), a 6-point lead now. As San Andres will serve again. That's in. Another service ace for San Andres. And just like that, suddenly a 7-point lead for VNS. Timeout Army.
PJ, bumaba ka na. Viking, lawakan mo yung area mo. Hawakan mo yan. Baba na. Tagapalo ka na lang. Wala ka gagawin.
Dalawa tayo.
Babawin mo ngayon dito. Babawin mo ngayon dito. Zone 1. Zone 5 ka. Zone 1. Tagapalo ka lang. Wala kang ibang gagawin na. Si PJ. Papaloy mo si PJ. Papawin mo yan.
Wait. Go. Kaya natin nabulin yan. Pito lang yan. Arme!
Katingo.
Talagang pito yung...
And now the question is, can the Army troopers do what VNS almost did in the third set, come back from a huge disadvantage?
Well, for their fans, obviously, they want that to happen. They want another set. They want a fifth set. But so far, based on what we're seeing, VNS just obviously wants to end the preliminaries today.
Naka-bounce back, no? Naka-recover itong VNS. But they commit an error here. Service error coming from San Andres. Six points down itong Army troopers. With Taneo serving.
Well, they need one.
Polvorosa. Yeah.
They need one last push. Talk about Army.
Gampong. Nadepensahan pa rin. Polvorosa sending it up. Montemayor off speed. Dug up. Good little rally
Oh,
here.
what a
Tie
dig.
from Cruz. Montemayor. Oh, hits the tape as he is denied. 2015. Army creeping back in.
Well, he found himself beneath that ball. And he buries that into the net. Some life for Army here. A full front row for Team Army. You want to take advantage of this. Taneo up to serve.
Pressure-packed moments for the setter Taneo with his team down by 5.
Good pass.
Malabunga. Oh, good pancake coming from Uy. Free ball though. Kaso hindi kagandahan yung first ball. Polvorosa. That was about all that he could do.
Yeah.
And still he scores.
It was kind of an obvious play. That's why you would expect Army to
Yeah.
keep that ball alive. But look at this.
Abdullah thought he would get to it na eh.
Yeah.
Nabitin lang ng konting-konti yung talon. Back to a 6-point lead, 21-15. This is short for Polvorosa.
Well, when we talk about the margin of errors and the cushion that VNS built, that is affordable.
Oh, but you cannot flirt with disaster. We saw how
Yeah.
that almost cost the Army in the third set.
Yeah.
Good serve. Mendoza will just send it across. Campong
Oh, come
sent
on.
back, but this will go out. Great effort coming from Mendoza, but it will not be enough.
It's Gampong time, really. I mean, he has to, like, own this, you know, take control of this fourth set.
Si Mads Gampong po dapat, as of the moment, nasa tawi-tawi na.
Yeah.
He was supposed to play his last match in their last win versus Santa Rosa, but he decided to stay with this crew.
Yeah, that's commitment for you.
But they will have to figure out a way to get back. Being 5 points down.
Yeah, you know, look at that. Great set again. Young Mendoza just had one blocker. It's a one-on-one, and he gets the point.
Timeout for the Army.
5 lang yan, ha? Isa-isahin natin. Dahan-dahanan natin. Huwag tayo masyado madali. Diskarte mo ng mahal. Mads, diretso lang. Palo na, ha? Trabaho lang tayo ng trabaho dito.
Hey! Agree!
Katingo!
Kahapon lang yun, oh.
Trabaho lang. Work on it like what VNS did, so they know it's possible. Coming from 5 points down late in the set, kaya pa talaga na makabalik nitong trooper, especially when you have Gampong flying and attacking from all angles.
But, you know, they got to step on the gas right now.
What a dive from San Andres. But that will be out. Solid effort.
Yeah, solid effort. I mean, that's the story of this match for VNS, but you like that for Army. You're still in it. You score a point. Now you got to stop. A couple of stops, you're just back in the set, back in the game. Rojas.
Alanganin itong si Adviento dun sa set from Polvorosa. And now their lead is down to 3.
Yeah, I saw Polvorosa and Adviento talking. Polvorosa said, I told you it was a be quick.
And expect another Rojas rocket. Slow down by the tape. Mendoza finds his way through.
Yeah, using the blockers to his advantage. Again, stopping the run of Army. You know also what VNS is doing right here? They're not challenging the block of Mads Gampong. Mads Gampong in the last game had 7 blocks, and so far, I don't think maybe 1 at the most.
Quick na naman para kay Diwa. And he has been a consistent force in the offense.
If he gets the set.
Certainly their highest percentage attacker.
Oh,
great combination play there. Mendoza scoring.
Well, we're at match point. Well, we saw the chase in the 3rd set. So Army's hoping to do the same.
Pretty much the same story.
Yeah, exactly.
Mendoza now serving. Short serve. Another quick, but it's sent back. Oh, this is a golden opportunity.
It is.
From the pipe, no good.
Still can't afford these errors again.
Here we go, Army. Will stay alive, down by 3.
We talked about the golden opportunity. Our VNS wants that golden ticket to the semifinals.
Signal, PGJC Navy, Santa Elena NU already waiting. Oh, that is a tough way to lose this set, this match, and this stint in the 2022 Open Conference. We tip our hats to the Philippine Army, but VNS is headed into the semifinals.
Yeah, what an anticlimactic way to end this match. I mean, it was getting interesting, you know, after the 3rd set and then here in the 4th set. But yeah, we got to give it also to VNS. I mean, they played a better game, obviously, today. But Army, yeah, it's a great conference, and just look forward to the next.
Our cast in the semifinals now complete, as VNS will shake hands with the Philippine Army Troopers, send them into the off-season. We can't wait to see them again when we do have our next
seat for the semifinals. Of course, napakasaya nila. May pa-photo op sila dito sa likod. But of course, I'm here with the best player of the game, Kevin Montemayor. 15 points, 14 attacks, and 1 ace. Oh my goodness. Hello, Kevin.
Hello po.
Hello. Kamusta yung game?
Sobrang saya po kasi po nanalo po kami sa game. Tsaka gusto pa talaga namin may panayang game para makapasok kami ng semis.
Yes, of course. Actually, Kevin, gusto ko sabihin kasi first time ng VNS to actually enter the semifinals dito sa Spikers Turf. So ano yung feeling?
Sobrang
Kevin?
saya po kasi po, yun nga po, bago team lang po kami dito sa Spikers Turf. Tsaka, ayun po, sa unang pasok namin, nakapasok po agad kami ng semis.
Yes, definitely. But of course, we all noticed na dun sa third set, medyo nawala kayo. So I wanna know, Kevin, paano nyo aayusin yung consistency in-game?
Siguro po, mag-usap pa po kami palagi sa court. Tsaka wag po kaming magre-relax, lalo po pagka mga ganong sitwasyon, yung kailangan namin manalo. Kailangan lang po namin ng communication.
Yes, for sure. Communication, and marami po silang time to improve, especially parating na yung semifinals. So Kevin, do you have any friends or family members that you wish to greet?
Apo. Binabati ko pa yung mama at papa ko sa Pangasinan, pati na rin pa yung mga dati kong coaches, tsaka po sila, yung mga dating managers ko po, mga kumukha sa akin na maglaro kung saan-saan.
Yes, thank you so much, Kevin.
Thank you
He
po.
did absolutely amazing today alongside VNS. And of course, you're ready for another exciting battle. That is Signal HD Spikers versus NU Nationals. Turning it back to the panel.
Thank you for that, and congratulations to our best player of the matchup. You can see the final score, 25-20, 25-16, and then 26-28, 25-21 in favor of the VNS 1 Alicia Griffins as they eliminate the Philippine Army Katinko Troopers and punched their own ticket into the semifinals. It was a bounce-back set after falling flat in the third set. Before that, late battle back, but VNS showing their grit and determination in the fourth.
You know, for me, VNS just went all out in that fourth set. It wasn't perfect, a lot of errors we said here and there, but you know what they could take away from that fourth set is they make up for these errors all the time. We kept saying that. Now, Mendoza, San Andres, Montemayor, their attitude really was just on point. You know, it was right, and they had a goal. They focused on their goal, had a few humps here and there, but then it's official. They're in the semifinals.
San Andres, Malabunga, Montemayor, Polvorosa, all playing big roles for this squad. Adviento also had his own moments. As you can see, there were still a lot of errors coming from VNS 1 Alicia, but the attacking was just completely dominated by their side.
Yeah, the attacks really negated the errors, really. That's why they won. And again, good luck to VNS, we have to say, but hats off to Army also for trying. And we saw, you know, these players talking to each other after the game, they're friends. So we just look forward to the next conference for Army.
We now take a look at the summary of the matchup in terms of the sheer numbers. Yung errors, halos magkalapit. It's almost a wash, but great defense coming from VNS 1 Alicia.
Yeah, VNS just used all their advantage. We talked about the blocking. They outblocked Army. They dug well, and they served well. 9 aces, 4 of that, 5 of that for San Andres.
Yep.
Yeah, so, you know, it's a total team effort, and they deserve to be in the semifinals.
And as a result, they will complete our final 4, and you will be able to see 2 of them competing next. Oh, this will be a good one. NU Santa Elena Nationals versus the Signal HD Spikers. For Noreen Go, I'm Carlo Pamentuan. Stick around for more of your 2022 Open Conference of Spikers Turf when we come back.